Alright, what's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd checking in. This is a progress report.
Boss Brett the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel.
Yeah, we got our first guest.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Porchia Marie in the building.
Okay,
Hey, what's going on, Portia?
Porchia Marie.
Shit. Getting ready for 2019. You know
we
what I'm
super
saying?
ready.
Got to turn up.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
travel the world a little bit more this year.
I know that's right. That sounds good. That sounds like
Sounds
a plan.
That's one of my goals too.
Word. Definitely, man. So let the world know, what do you do?
Oh, okay. To sum it up, I would say entertainment marketing, brand curator, event curator. We do it all. At the PM firm, dope people meets. You know, curating dope shit in the city, always and forever.
Okay.
Always and forever.
Ow. Where you from?
I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but I was raised in West Memphis, Arkansas. So if you ask me where I'm from Arkansas or Arkansas, however you want to word it.
Arkansas.
What's going on in Arkansas?
Girl, nothing. Bill Clinton. That's it.
I fuck with Bill.
I love Bill.
That's a real nigga.
And we thought that was going to be the closest to the black president we was going to ever get.
No,
Bruh, Bill is a real nigga.
I
for
love
real.
Bill.
He light
Billy
skinned.
Bill. Word.
Bill.
Nothing, girl.
Definitely. So let's get the background story. How'd you get started? Like, what made you get interested in entertainment and all that good shit?
I can be real on this.
Be real.
This is a progress report.
Well, technically, I was into sports, and I thought I was going to be like a sports reporter and all of that type of thing. So I started a sports and entertainment website. So that's how I started. And then I ended up interning at Radio 1, which is now Urban 1. Mm-hmm. And I started interning there, and I got behind the scenes of radio and behind the scenes of music, period. And I was like, yo, I actually like being behind the camera instead of in front of the camera, because I was doing like red carpet events, celebrity interviews, and things of that nature. But then when I got behind the scenes, I was like, they get paid the most, and they call them the real shots. They having the most connections. So I was like, I kind of like this. So when I was interning, I actually had my intern coordinator was hating on me and the other intern because we was in there making moves at Radio 1. Let's just keep it funky.
Okay.
And so, you know, she was hating on us, and she tried to take away an opportunity from me. But the opportunity she put me in front of that she thought was a downgrade, it ended up getting me into the industry. So what happened was, I was trying to get an interview with Ears, who's with Eardrummers.
we fuck with Ears.
Yeah.
Look at
So
the
I was
Ears.
trying to get an interview with him, but his management wanted to meet with me. That was making me do the most for this interview. So I'm like, this is a lot. So when I met with them like that Monday, so the show was Saturday, met with them Monday, followed up with them on Tuesday, and they was like, yo, you're a female version of us. We want you on our media team. So then
That's
they was going to
crazy.
LA for BET weekend, and I'm like, shit, I never been, I want to go. So I don't know how to ask them because I just met them, but hell, I'm about to ask. So I was like, yo, can I go to BET with y'all? That's like, what you trying to do? I'm like, I'm trying to connect, get in the doors or whatever. You know, I'm just trying to make moves and build up our connections. And I was like, okay. So it's 4 o'clock that Thursday morning. They sent me a flight for 8 o'clock that morning. So I was in LA with Eardrummers and all of that, and it was
Crazy.
just dope. So the finesse was I was their PR. Mind you, I didn't know shit about PR at the time. So I'm like, Eardrummers PR. So I'm rolling with it. We in Radio Room. So Radio Room, for those that don't know, it's like a big room with different radio stations that's in there. And from the top artists to the indie artists are all in the room. And so I was like moving around with Eardrummers. And Day manager saw me. He was like, yeah, he was like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm Eardrummers PR. And he was like, yo, I would want to bring you on the team for Day. I managed Day or whatever. So I followed up with him like 3 weeks later. It took him forever to like kind of give me my first task, but my first task was to pick up tickets from DJ Holiday for a show that Day was doing. And so from that moment, I came on as his assistant, but I ended up doing like day-to-day management. I ended up tour managing. Like the manager left us on tour. Let me just keep it all the way funky. He left us on tour in New York, so I had to take over the tour. I'm the only girl on the tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, and from there, when I did that, I was like, I can do this myself. I can actually build an artist myself or whatever, you know. So from there, I got my LLC. After we came off tour, I got my LLC so people can take me serious, and then that's how it started. So
So,
Boss.
Okay. Oh,
yo, I always say
Boss.
what's meant for you gonna be for you.
For
And
sure.
can't nobody stop
People
your
can't.
blessing.
For sure.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? And that's just a whole testament of
no
that.
facts.
I mean, and it's
Right
crazy.
place, right time.
Word. And it's crazy.
Correct.
It's like, you know, in this business, people will try to throw a roadblock at you thinking it's going to fuck up your, you know, whatever you're trying to do. But like you said, it helped. You know what I'm saying?
No, she definitely tried it. You know what I'm saying? My mentor was like, you should have told her, no, you don't want to do that. But I was like, you know what? My exact words was, God's going to work it out.
Absolutely.
And I was, and I let people know, like, everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. Like,
Likewise.
everything happens for a reason. Sure. So you might look at it as a loss or a mistake or whatever, but it's like, no, like, something greater going to come from there. It was supposed to happen, So, yeah.
That's dope.
Damn.
Always.
Impressive, and that's dope. I was gonna say, I don't know how we first met. I'm not too sure, but I know you was working with Day Day though.
Yeah, I think just been in the streets, like
No, we met at A3C.
Was it?
No, South by Southwest.
One
in Texas.
Yes, it was South by Southwest. I know.
It was South by Southwest.
It was.
Because we randomly ran into each other and then we was just networking and shit. I'm like, I like her style. Let's,
So you still like managing Day Day?
So no, I don't manage him. It's more so of a thing now where like if he called me and he need me to work on like
a project,
I'll come on board. Like I just talked to him yesterday. Yeah. So it's like he going to like LA, so I'm gonna be in LA with him, like making moves for him or whatever. But it's just like off the love. Like at the end of the day, no matter like what type of bad situation I had with management or anybody in particular, I always had a close relationship with the artist.
For sure.
So, he always trusted me with his brand and stuff, even when things went left or whatever. So at the end of the day, I always have love and respect for him. So if he called me, I'm always gonna like get up and go, just off strength. Yeah.
And trust is everything in this business. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I want to talk about some advantages and disadvantages of being a female in your position. Just because, I see a lot of advantages and also some disadvantages being a female myself. So talk about your experience.
The disadvantages is that being an attractive female in the industry, a lot of the times, walking in the room, men automatically think you like the girlfriend or you the side piece or you like just some extra ass girl around just because. And it's kind of like, so what I do, I walk in the room and I shake your hand hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll bring out my laptop. Because that's the way that, it's kind of like, oh, shit, what you do. Now it drops a different conversation. Because now it's like, okay, now I can get you into what I'm doing, get you in my zone. Because I didn't come here to be your girlfriend. I didn't come here to be your side piece. I didn't come here to do none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just hard trying to get men to only conduct business and leave the pleasure alone, because I don't need you trying to take me on a date and forget you owe me a check. Like, period. So it's just like, I ain't for that all that.
I heard somebody else say that too though.
I'm dead ass. Like, I don't play by my coin. I don't mix business and pleasure. We keep it straight business. True. Unless I met you on some personal. Absolutely. And then we decided to do business together, then I'm cool with it. But if I met you on business, let's just stay in that lane, because I feel like we like navigate somewhere else, it gets too confusing, gets complex, and it's just some shit I ain't trying to deal with. So yeah. But I mean, the advantage is, it allows you to get in rooms quicker, but at the same time, they don't mean it's easy having those conversations or getting those conversations or whatever, So it's just like advantage is like, okay, you're attractive, but the thing about it is you have to know what you're talking about. And I think people respect that a lot more than anything, and they actually can like go back and backtrack and pull out your record book. I'm like, oh, she did this, she did that, she know this person, that person know her, oh, we got a good reference from this person. So I think it helps when other people know you, and then it's like people can vouch for you and say, okay, look, I've seen her work, this is what she do, and I know she's good for whatever the task may be. So that's the advantage. It's like you have to come with more than just looks, though. You got to come with like the package of knowing what the fuck you're talking about at the end of the day. So yeah.
Okay. Talk about some double standards. That kind of relate to what we just, spoke about, but it's definitely some double standards. Matter of fact, okay, one of the homies in the industry, his name is Gambino. He made a funny post. He made a funny post yesterday. He pretty much said that a female can have hella bros and hella homies, but a dude can't if he talking to a girl, which is definitely true. So, talk about some double standards.
It's funny. Even the guy I talk to, it has to be an understood thing. Like, I grew up with brothers, so I'm normally always the only female in the room. And it don't bother me. Like, a lot of times people, they look at me as the little sister. Like, I bring the girls in the room. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't like call up some of your girls. Like, I'm never like the girl that they even trying to hit on anymore. So it's kind of like you have to find a man that has like security within himself to know that, like, I'm only here to work. You know, it's hard. It's really hard
Absolutely.
because I literally, like my homeboy told me the other day, he's like, you sure got a whole lot of brothers. I was like, man, at the end of the day, if I call him my brother, just know I ain't
cause
never.
y'all be slick.
We do be slick, but listen, if I homeboy,
Don't call that your brother. That's your brother.
No.
That's my bro. That's my bro.
Well, this the trick. This what I do. If
This the
somebody
trick.
I deal with, I'm gonna say that's my friend.
Oh, okay.
If it's somebody I don't, that's
That's
my
my
brother.
bro.
That's my homeboy.
Damn, true,
You know,
true,
so
true,
you just
true.
gotta know how
Gotta
to
finesse it.
finesse it without
Okay.
lying.
I think
Okay.
it's hard for dudes to be okay
Without
with that
lying.
because dudes know how thirsty dudes are.
Yeah.
True.
Dudes
Yeah.
are so thirsty. Like if you walk around in the mall, you got to really look straight because to any dude you pass really say some shit.
Bruh.
And like, do you think you ever gonna get a girl say some shit?
And they don't care if you
Hey,
with
yo,
somebody,
mom,
bruh.
what's good?
Bruh.
Like, damn.
They don't
let me
even care if you with somebody, man.
No, they really don't.
They
They don't care.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
That's
Somebody's
true.
real disrespectful. in the
It's
jungle
hard for
today.
me when I'm with
I can
my.
believe
I'll be
him.
like, bruh.
But it's hard. Like me, it's kind of like, well, I guess when you know yourself, it's kind of like, you know, I know I'm not gonna do nothing. But with dudes, they just be a little wishy-washy. You can never tell if they like that's really the homegirl or whatever. Because
That is true,
I don't like
though.
to do with a lot of female friends. I'm not with it.
Right.
I
That's
don't.
what we say.
I don't like it, even though I have a lot of
Double
male friends.
standard.
I don't.
There we go. They go with the double standards right there.
Because these girls be more than best friends out here.
Nah, that's
they be
true.
they be trying to
Like, say,
get in
I'm just
between,
playing.
and I ain't with
I'm just
it.
playing.
Because
You
I had a
can't
bad
trust
experience with my
Ooh.
ex boyfriend with that, so I ain't with it. So
That's
niggas
fair.
know.
That's
I ain't
fair.
with it.
It's hard.
And I was gonna ask you next about your love life because I know balancing relations and working. I don't know
We
how
definitely
the
get a
fuck
minute,
you do it,
Portia.
But how do you do that? If you do that,
Don't talk to nobody in the city.
damn,
That part.
damn, yeah.
Long
It works.
distance. How do you
That's
do
a
long
lot.
What about
distance?
dating an artist, or do you want a regular person?
You tried it before?
Yeah, you can tell. She look damn
No. This the thing. I be around artists, so I know how they move and I know what goes on.
True.
So I ain't trying to put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
Big
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like I'm not gonna say that it's not going to happen, but I'd rather not. Let me just say that just because I work in the industry and I just rather keep myself away from that. You know, so like I don't like long distance. So let me just say this, because right now I feel like especially 2018 was my rookie year of my company, like the growth of my company. So, you know, in a relationship, people don't understand, but it can be a distraction. As much as a blessing it could be a distraction. And like, you know, I can be like booed up with my boo on the couch or something. I'm
Booed
supposed
up
to be
my
at an
boo.
event or something.
Yes.
And then you don't want to go because you're so comfortable on the couch with him
Exactly.
and you missing out on stuff because you just in their comfort zone. So me, it's easier right now to date out of the city and to be able to travel to him whenever because of the simple fact I can stay focused.
I get it.
And you know, I love hard. So it's kind of like I know me, I know myself. So right now, it's good for me not to be like close by.
What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, I
I should have guessed it.
We shoulda
I'm
guessed
good
it.
at guessing signs, but I would have never said Taurus.
Yeah, we
I was
pretty
gonna say
much,
Virgo.
What's the word? Psychotic, right?
Psychotic.
Psychotic
yeah.
is crazy.
Psychotic means psychic.
No, you
Psychotic.
psychotic.
No, you're
Right.
psychotic. You got it right the first time, sis. So I want to ask you, like, so how do you work on this trust with you not being where your partner is at?
Look at her trying to learn.
No.
'Cause I can't do long distance.
True.
Well, I don't know. It's the thing. I mean, it's got to be a certain type of connection. You know, the man got to make you feel some type of way. At the end of the day, not to say. Well, let me say this. I don't try to go in thinking negatively about things like, oh, he out here messing around with other girls or doing this and that. I try not to like put my focus there because, you know, your focus there, you start stressing, you start worrying about the wrong thing, and then you like off task, off focus of what you got going on in your, you know, your own personal life or business. And so it's kind of like you got to know your partner. And he got to make you feel secure in the relationship in order for you to like trust the situation at the end of the day. And I ain't gonna say it's easy because it's not easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy at all. It's by far easy. But right now it's worth it for me just because of my career and I like to travel. So take me out of the city for a minute. You know, sometimes I need to get away from Atlanta because it be too much going on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be too accessible when people know I'm in the city. So when I'm away and I be like ghost. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't know. You just gotta have a certain. And first of all, you gotta have some type of confidence within yourself too, to not be worried about somebody else.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm never worried about the next female. At the end of the day, you would never compare to me. I don't care what she do. I don't care who she is.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day, so
Okay.
you gotta have that confidence within yourself to know. Like, okay, I'm confident in who I am. I'm confident in my partner and who he is, and trusting that he ain't gonna step out or whatever the case might be.
Cool.
So,
Ladies, take notes.
When you start looking at people like that's your loss, then you good.
nah,
Look at Lala.
it took a while to get there, but
No, that's real. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask. So what's some of your goals? For 2019 and beyond?
2019 is to expand my company in LA and New York. First LA. I feel like the first 7 months of the PM firm, Dope People Meet. Well, it's not the first 7 months of the PM firm. We've been established since 2016, but Dope People Meet. I started this in June, so it came from in May on my birthday, the day after on the 4th. I'm like, dang, I'm 26. I'm getting older. I'm close to 30. And I feel like I've been busy doing a lot of everything but nothing. And I feel like I hadn't really found my purpose until this year. And I asked God to show me the way. And literally, my mentor, Jason Reddick, I came to him,
Okay.
I came to him really initially with like a showcase idea, and he just thought my whole idea was stupid or whatever. And he made me mad as hell. Like, I was real offended, but I left. I got in my car, because when I'm in my car, I get real creative. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can do a mixer. And then I came up with Dope People Meet. And so we did the first Dope People Meet mixer at ASCAP, and then it has just grown so much since. Like, and I just feel like, nobody has successfully taken a brand from Atlanta to like LA or New York or anywhere else and made it really pop. So I feel like I have the opportunity to do that. Like, a lot of people like, oh, LA is hard to get into that market, but I don't have no fear. Everybody know that. I moved here on faith. I don't have no fear. Like, I'm gonna go to LA fearless again and just try to take my brand out there just to expand a little bit more.
For sure.
So that's like my main thing. And then I'm trying to get my team from working their 9 to 5s. Like, I have a dope ass team, and if I can take them away from working their 9 to 5s, that would really like, mean so much to me.
Sure.
And then in the process of, building up my artist, Oscar Cartier, building him up off the ground, he's from Birmingham, Alabama. But for me to be able to bring him to Atlanta and get people to respect him and his brand and his artistry, I think it's pretty dope. So my goal for him is to get him on the top 100 this year. And so it's just to expand my whole company, just so people can live better and do what the hell they want to do.
I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he did an
Aquarius
interview on our show, by
gang.
the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, the progress report.
So what's some I know it's a lot of steps, but what's some steps that you would take to get an artist on the top 100? Like, that's not a little goal.
I know.
So what's like some things that are like outside the box, or you not trying to share your secrets?
I ain't gonna share the stuff that's coming up, but if you go backtrack what I've done with him in the past couple of months, like, I had him on. I created the Dope People Meet Atlanta Records showcase for A3C, the official stage. He was on that. They got some eyes on him. He opened up for Jack Harlow not too long ago. That shit was dope as fuck.
I like Jack Harlow.
Yeah, that show was dope. And he did some Milk and Cookies shows. He got a couple more like openers that's coming up. Like,
So you think these opening shows are beneficial?
no, I think it's very beneficial because you're tapping into another artist like fan base, and it just kind of get people to like, oh, who is him? Because literally every time he performed, somebody asked him, like a couple of people come up to him like, yo, what's your name? Where you from? And I think that's pretty dope. Like, even the other day was at like the 21 Savage event, and this girl, she came out of nowhere and was piped up. I was like, you know her? And he was like, I was like, how you know him? She was like, Instagram. Like, I follow him on Instagram. I was like, oh shit, real fan. Like, she was like really, I thought it was dope. So it was just kind of like, I ain't gonna say what we got coming up, but even the creative thing I did on Ashwood, we did Stupid Crazy Ashwood Takeover. We went on Ashwood and did a whole parade, and guerrilla style. I just went on there, police. They passed by us twice. They didn't say shit. We did our thing and kept it moving. But that got some more eyes on him. It got an email in my inbox. So at the end of the day,
so opening up for artists, you suggest. What about open mics?
Okay, let me tell you how to look at it. This is the reason why so many people have asked me about doing the showcase thing, and when I do it, it gotta be right and it gotta make sense, because a lot of people in Atlanta do showcases, and no shade to anybody that has a showcase going on, because I supported many of them, but I don't like when you are at a showcase and artists are performing in front of other artists. That is not beneficial to the artist.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, y'all charging them like $300, $400, and then all they have is a flyer to show the next day that they performed at your venue, but you ain't provide nothing else for them after that. Like, you ain't provide nothing. Like, what service do you have to offer them at the end of the day? Like, you didn't put them in front of no music exec. You didn't give them no other booking. You didn't do nothing. You didn't give them an interview on the radio station or whatever. I just feel like a lot of them are a waste of time. So anytime somebody like try to come with the whole payola thing, like, oh, pay to play, I ain't with it.
Yeah.
You know, just being honest, I just don't be with it just because I have to know for a fact that my artist is going to benefit from this showcase in particular. So I'm not going to say don't do them because you are tapping into another fan base in a sense, but you're not really if it's not a crowd and it's just other artists.
Right. I did hear Day Day say that's how he came up through a lot of open mics, but I do agree with what you're saying too, because a lot of times you go and it's all artists where they just wait until their time to perform. It's cool for networking, maybe to network with artists and stuff like that, but it might not be as beneficial, like you said.
It's cool. I'm not gonna say it's not super beneficial because you can have a music exec in the room possibly that will be like, yo, I think this artist is dope, and they can connect the dots elsewhere, which is what happened to Day Day. Really with Day Day, his DJ has started playing his record, and the security guard got Day Day to who was his old manager, you know what I'm saying? So the security guard is what got him there. You never know. You never know who in the room. Yeah. So I won't say like they're not beneficial all the way. I just don't like a lot of them that are held in Atlanta because I just don't feel like artists really benefit from them.
True. Well, Porchia, man, we got one more question for you, man. How would you define the word progress? Because our show is just about getting better and all that good shit, and we love what you're doing, and we see that you're progressing. So how would you define the word?
Progress to me, I always tell people I ain't never competing. Like, when I do a lot of dope events, but I never go to another person's event trying to see how I can be better than their event. I'm always trying to be better than my last event and the person I was yesterday. So to me, is always competing with yourself and being better than the you were yesterday, being better than the last event, the last whatever you did, just being better than that. I think that's like true progress, if you ask me.
Okay.
Dope.
Damn. Well, we appreciate you coming through the progress support, and
thank you for having
me. It's not the last time.
Right.
She wore the business blazer. I'm
real quick because I
Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. The progress support. Good interview.